All right, it's Kyle Hunter here, huntersportspicks.com. Gonna do a little impromptu college basketball card thoughts here for Wednesday the 17th. Here, as some of the games are going on, and we'll take a look at some of the live numbers on shot quality as well for expected scores versus what's going on. Depending on if there's demand for this, I might try to do this a little bit more often. Don't always have time this time in the evening, but worked out tonight, so I want to try to put some thoughts out there. If you guys have any questions, definitely drop them, especially if you're in YouTube. Drop those questions in, and I'll cover the games that you want me to. Give any of my thoughts that I have, or if I don't really have anything in that game, I want to be honest about it. Obviously, not going to try to pitch you something that I wouldn't want to bet, or at least lean that way myself. So I should probably start out with some kind of spiel about myself. Been on a good run here in college basketball, 108 and 55 in the last 163 overall. And so it's not going to go that well all the time, but long term, I've done well in this. So we're going to try to keep grinding out profits. And let's see if we can get some information out there that helps you win here tonight. All right, we've got, I'm going to share different screens here as we go. And all right, we're going to look at the odds here for tonight. Some of the games coming up, Louisiana Tech and Tulane. I like unders with Louisiana Tech, and I want to take under, but Tulane's just been so good to the over. Bit scared to get involved in that one. I'll show you what this one looks like here briefly. So I think my number is 138 here. Ken Palm's 139. Tulane getting to the line a lot. Louisiana Tech, really good defensively, not good on offense, although I think they're going to shoot better than 24% from three. I mean, last year, 34, 35 the year before. So probably due for some positive regression there. I'm going to keep my eye on that and be a little bit cautious just because I think that could be one where we start to see some positive regression from La Tech offensively. I did have the under in that Louisiana game last game, 60 possessions. They'll try to slow it down. Tulane gets the line a lot, so you never know what that'll do. Let's go back. Cleveland State UAB. Wants to know about Cleveland State UAB. I want to bet over in this one, and that's certainly 57.5 is a current here. We see this one steam to the downside. So, you know what? I'll put just a little bit of personal cash on over 157.5. It's possible somebody knows something that I want here. Maybe somebody's out, but not a huge play for me. I don't like taking really high overs. People who followed me for a long time know I'm an unders better more often than not. My number is a decent amount above this now, and Cleveland State's defense is really bad. I think UAB will keep pushing the tempo enough that this will go over. While we're on here now, I'm going to go ahead and just put in a small bet. Let's see. All right, over on 57.5. Some rooting interest on that one for the over. And my thoughts on that, let's look at Ken Palm here for that one. Cleveland State attacking the glass, and at the same time, they're a rim and three type offense. Shooting the three, going to the basket. They do turn it over a lot. I think UAB could turn some of those into quick points in transition. UAB really good on the glass. I think they'll dominate the glass, get a lot of second chances here against Cleveland State. Cleveland State has given up 95 to Northern Kentucky, 90 to Valpo, 110 to Northwestern. So I think UAB can do some work in a game like this. So I'd be looking toward UAB running and getting us enough points there for the over. Duck, what's going on, man? Duck's a really good guy and a good capper. If you don't follow him already, you definitely should be. How's it going, man? Thanks for coming in. Fox Mulder dropping in as well. Vandy -5. That came live, right? Let's see. What is the current line in that one? Ooh, Vandy up to 11.5 point favorite. I don't want to lay 11.5. Are you talking about football here? I got a feeling we're talking college basketball. Um, you know what, though? We can talk about whatever here. Um, shoot. I think you must be talking football. Yeah, yeah. Throwing me off there with the football, Fox. That's all right. We can call an audible. Um, shoot. I don't want to go against Pavia, but Ferentz has been really good in bowl games. Let me do some more digging on that one. Not a game that I've bet yet. Um, I kind of want to bet on both teams playing each other, so I'm not able to do that. Derek, did I step in front of a Creighton freight train tonight? Let's take a look at that one, actually. Um, I'll give you guys a peek here at shot quality. Hopefully, you can see that all right. Let me know if you can't. For this game, 49-22, 39-29 expected score. So pretty legit that they're winning by a decent margin. But yeah, I mean, it's gotten a little out of hand. You can see um, Austin Swartz is on fire. Um, Creighton's that type of team that can really light it up at times. They get good quality shots. They pass it around well. Just kind of on Xavier. They've been not great this year, I would say. Let's take a look at a few of the other games, see if anything stands out here as ones that would be tracking a little off what shot quality would expect. I mean, Citadel shooting lights out against Charleston was not something I expected. 36 points there. Shot quality thinks it should be 27 with Charleston winning. Could see that being an opportunity. Presbyterian in another low scoring game against ECU. Not shocking there. Um, Vanderbilt 11-6 should be 16-13. What is the live total in that one? 145.5. Definitely lean over that. See what kind of number pops. Mercer UCF 15-12. And they think it should be 22-14 based on quality of shots. Quinnipiac with the 7 point lead. They think they should be down by a couple. Okay. Paul says UCF sleepwalking right now. Yeah, we kind of seem that way. Um, Oakland, Northern Kentucky, 16-16 should be 25-20. That one interests me. Wow, the live total is still 162.5, keeping it up there really high. I was hoping for 150s at least. All right. Thoughts on Gonzaga? Cody, thanks for tuning in. Let's look at the Zaga game here briefly. Let's pull up another one that I like to look at just so you guys can see different things that I look at when I'm handicapping these games. I really like the Hasslemetric preview page. How about that fighting cam? The Campbell fighting camels. That's fantastic. Um, I like looking at the side by side. I mean, Campbell, the only thing got for him going for him here is they get the free throw line a lot. They probably will get decent. Zaga, a team that's really been going out full out this year. Near proximity 27th versus 218. Second chance is 23rd, 86. We know they have a lot of great offensive rebounders. Um, I don't think Campbell can handle that. Now, what is the line here? 36. Ooh, think Gonzaga team total over is probably what I would bet if I had to bet it. But I'll be honest, I don't really like betting those games that are the minus 30 something, minus 40 something. Not usually ones that, to be honest with you. Maybe if Zaga starts slow, maybe that'd be a live bet to take. It'd be something I'd be looking at. All right, let's take a look at a few other games here. 232 people watching live. Appreciate you guys. I guess I just kind of impromptu. No great technology or anything here. Just talking about the games, giving you some insight into what I think. Let's look at this tab again and go back to some of the games coming up. Alabama and South Florida, 178 is coming down. I lose every Alabama total, I bet, so I probably shouldn't tell you what I think I like in that one. South Florida's going to run. They're going to foul a lot. It's going to be a lot of free throws there. All right. Some of the other games here on the docket coming up. Sam Houston, Oregon State. Pace war. 153.5. I would have to lean under the total there. Oregon State's a team I like to bet unders with. Let's take a look at that game here on briefly. Okay. He's got that one 76-74. Sam Houston putting up a lot of threes. They've been good so far this year from that range. They do foul a lot. That's a concern for taking an under. Oregon State's usually good at controlling the tempo, so I don't think Sam Houston will get to play nearly as quick as they are used to playing. Um, I lean under the total there in that one. See if there's anything else going on here on the live board here in a minute. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. Rolo asking about Georgetown. Marquette does look really bad, I'll say that. Let me see. Georgetown +7. Let's see what shot quality thinks of these two teams as far as regression. Okay, I'll share this tab. Marquette +19.37, so they've been pretty unlucky. The team should be playing better than they have. Taking good shots, they're not making those shots. 286 in shot making, 9th in shot selection. So they offensively they should get better. It looks like Georgetown. This is right about where they should be, 37th in offensive shot selection, 105th defense. I mean, if you look at Marquette, I think the thing that kinda surprises me about that team is that they haven't been any better than they are on defense. Marquette usually a good defensive team. This year, 207th in effective field goal percentage defense. I'll say it this way, Rolo, I wouldn't wanna lay the points there. I would either take the points or pass. So, we're thinking similarly. Yes, Cleveland State over is a small play. This is a small personal bet, nothing like my selections that I give out, so, um, don't let it break the bank if that one doesn't cash, that's for sure. Let's look at the live scores again here real quick. What do we see here that stands out from the games that are happening? Vermont off to a big lead against Siena. Siena, a good team. I think Vermont's so well coached, they'll probably improve a decent amount throughout the course of the season. Um, Robert Morris down 10 against Youngstown State. That should be winning by 8 by shot quality. Alright, let's take a look at what that line is. Plus 5.5 on Robert Morris live. I'm gonna bet this one. Robert Morris plus 5.5, a live play. Again, another small bet. These are more fun wagers. As they're down 10, shot quality thinks they should be up 8. So I'm gonna take Robert Morris plus 5.5. That's a live bet here. Let's see if there are any other games that look interesting. Florida A&M putting it to Jacksonville. What is it with the Rattlers shooting really well when they play Jacksonville? Longwood and Wake Forest tied at 18. Vandy 16, Memphis 12 should be 29-20. All right. There's another small bet for me. Take over 139.5 there on Memphis and Vandy live. So 3 small bets here for me. UAB Cleveland State over, Robert Morris plus 5.5 live, and Vandy Memphis over 139.5. All right, let me know if you guys are gonna ride along with any of those or not. Feel free to fade, follow, whatever you wanna do. Been a good college hoops season thus far. Long season ahead. Long season ahead. A lot of grinding late at night in college hoop season, that's for sure. So, full season in college football. Heck, it's got me thinking college football while I'm looking at the college basketball. Kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop, but it's all right. Um, Jason, shout out. I love that you're watching here. Appreciate you. What's up, man? Thanks for listening. All right, over 300 people watching live. I appreciate you guys. Um, Paul says on X, great idea. Your opinion is always wanted. Hey, I'm trying to help people. Um, that's always my goal with this. I don't have some ulterior motive. Um, of course, I'm making a living, but I'm trying to help you guys and not some used car salesman. That's for sure. I think everybody can try to go about this the right way. Oh, you know I love these underwhelming under the radar games, especially those games that I like the under. All right, so the 3 fun bets there were the over in the UAB game, the live over for Vandy and Memphis at 139.5, and Robert Morris plus 5.5 live. Those were the ones I took here. Just real quick, because I'll jump off here in a minute. Watch some of the games. Family will be back before long, so I'm gonna be dad here instead of just being on the screen all the time. But you guys know I'll be back tonight looking at the slate for tomorrow. I've already circled a couple for tomorrow here. Share this tab. Here's tomorrow's games already out and moving. Um, Not any big name games, but I love those games that are not big name games. Those small team ones can have some big value, that's for sure. North Texas Santa Clara is a fun game. It's neutral site there tonight. Eastern Washington, Washington State. I really came close to taking the over last night. This one dropped. Line at 159 down to 151 and a half last night. Thought about it, then it's back to 156 today, which I think is about where it should be now. So I don't really see any real value. Yeah, we had the question about Georgetown. I think somebody else asked about Marquette. I lean Georgetown. I'm not betting it. Just just my lean there on that one. But if you guys would click the like button before you leave, that would help me out for sure. The more people do that, the more people subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll do these more often. So I always enjoy looking at the card, trying to see what's going on, and we'll do some more of these impromptu things coming up. And like I said, depending on demand, I'll do it more or less often. But life is usually pretty busy, so can't do it constantly. But when I get a chance to, I love to do it. Again, I would recommend Haslametrics to people who want to handicap the games on your own. I think the reviews are really helpful. These are really cool to see a side by side, get a quick look. And then Shot Quality is a great product as well. We recommend their work. This is where you can see the live scores, the expected score versus what it actually is. Some of the ones that are just kind of off from what they would normally be. And then, yeah, I'll post some more of my numbers on Twitter coming up, and I'll try to put some more free plays out there as well. Room 44, I appreciate you, man. Nick, he does great work too. Check him out. Give him a follow if you haven't already. He does a great job with his model and the numbers. Love it when him and I agree because I can tell he's got a good system down there. All right. Well, it's been 23 minutes, and I didn't necessarily expect to take too long, but appreciate you guys jumping in here. And like I said, to recap, Cleveland State, I took over 157.5, small. I took Robert Morris live plus 5.5. And I also took Vandy and Memphis over 139.5 live. So we'll see how they do. And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me too on Twitter or X there. I'm at Kyle Hunter Picks. Try to make myself pretty responsive. I always try to respond as quick as I can. And you can check out my website at huntersportspicks.com. We'll do some college basketball spaces coming up too. Those are fun. Tried to do college football through the year with people like Duck and Kiev and others, Ron and Nick. So we'll try to do some of those as we go. And yeah, let's see. All right. Hopefully so. That would good on those. But guys, have a good night. And I'll be putting out some more free college hoops content, and maybe we'll make this a regular thing to try to do some streams coming up in the future. But Hit the like button on your way out, subscribe to the channel, shoot me a message, or ask me any questions that you have coming up, and best of luck with all your bets. See you next time.